Hello and welcome. I'm the mom behind the mask. If you're worried about the world we're leaving to our children, well then it looks like your algorithm brought you to the right place. You may have come across a story this week from Kentucky where a newborn was found in a Western Kentucky University cheerleader's closet, lifeless, and in a trash bag. This is 21-year-old Laken Snelling, who has admitted to concealing the birth of her baby this past week. It's unknown whether the baby was born alive or not, but regardless, the fact is what Laken did was still horrendous. There are so many unknown facts about this case and a lot of speculation, and we're going to get into it. If you care about keeping kids safe online and in real life, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to support that mission.
I do want to warn you that some of the details in this story are disturbing. 21-year-old Laken Snelling is facing charges of concealing the birth of an infant, tampering with physical evidence, and also abuse of a corpse. According to her arrest citation, police say the baby was found inside a closet. WKYT's Maggie Rickerby is following the investigation. She was in the courtroom for today's hearing and has the details in our top story at 5.
21-year-old Laken Snelling pleaded not guilty to 3 charges: concealing the birth of an infant, tampering with physical evidence, and abuse of a corpse.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Brandon Marshall on behalf of call number 80, Laken Snelling.
Snelling was arrested Sunday, but court records show she was released on bond Monday night.
I understand you got some terms as far as your pretrial release. Just make sure you're abiding by those terms.
Court records show the terms are Snelling must remain on home incarceration and live with her parents. According to an arrest citation, Lexington police were dispatched to a home on Park Avenue for an unresponsive infant Wednesday. Police say they found a baby's body inside a closet. They say the infant was wrapped in a towel inside of a black trash bag. Snelling is the baby's mother. Lexington police say Snelling admitted to giving birth and concealing the birth by cleaning evidence and hiding everything in a trash bag. At this time, we do not know who initially called the police, but what we do know is Snelling is a UK student. A university spokesperson tells us she is a senior and enrolled. She is also a member of the school's stunt team. Her preliminary hearing is set for September 26 at 8:30 a.m. In Lexington, Maggie Rickerby, WKYT.
A couple of questions that have come up since this all happened. Was the baby alive when Laken gave birth? This is something we're waiting to learn. Hopefully we will know within the week. I would say after the coroner releases their findings, they have come out and confirmed that the sex of the baby was a baby boy, but they have not released an official cause of death. I'm not sure if they just don't know, if they couldn't find out for sure, or if they're just waiting to tell the public. But if it comes out that this baby was alive when she gave birth, then obviously this case will take a much darker turn. Who notified the police? Laken admitted to giving birth in her room and hiding the evidence, so while we don't know for certain who called the police, my common sense is telling me it was likely her roommates. I mean, I'm not sure, but as a mother of 3 myself, how could you give birth and no one would know about it? I mean, so many factors. Obviously, if someone was home, they would have heard something. The pain, I don't think you could do that silently. And just other factors, even something like the smell. Sorry, TMI, but there is a smell associated with giving birth, and disposing it into a trash bag, I just don't think you could conceal that. So maybe after Laken left, her roommates, started getting curious and wanted to know what was going on and went and looked and found the baby, but we just don't know for sure yet. But another one I keep seeing is, did anyone know Laken was pregnant? A lot of people are saying maybe she hid the pregnancy completely, but there's just no way. Well, these look like maternity photos to me. I mean, yeah, these are maternity photos. And even though she didn't do a blatant announcement that we can find, the people around her had to know. She was showing. Like I said, as a mother of 3 myself, I can tell in all of these photos at least that she was showing. Her boyfriend definitely knew. I mean, he had his hand on her stomach in this photo. I just don't know how he couldn't have known. I think the people who were in her life knew that she was pregnant. But finally, people are asking who was the father. Well, I would assume it was her boyfriend, Connor Jordan, but we really don't know. And like I said at the beginning, there's been a lot of speculation about what happened here. Why did Laken do this? Some are saying maybe she had some kind of psychotic break after giving birth. Maybe she decided last minute she didn't want to be a mother. Maybe the baby wasn't born alive and she freaked out and didn't know what else to do. But to be honest, I don't think any of those are the case, and here's why. Laken made the conscious decision to give birth in that bedroom, quietly and alone. She could have called for help, and especially being her first baby, the pain, the fear, the raw emotion, and helplessness you feel is indescribable. This is something she had to definitively decide to do alone without help. And why is that? Well, she had posted in her most recent TikTok, in fact, that one of her life goals was to be a mother. So I believe she wanted this baby, but something happened. She did this in secret. She went through labor and gave birth, as far as we know, completely in secret. Why is that? Well, this is total speculation, so take whatever I say with a grain of salt, but I speculate it's possible the baby she had may not have belonged to the father everyone thought he did. And I think maybe she knew that. Maybe she played this off like it was Connor's baby, but she knew deep down it wasn't, and that she wanted to hide it. Like I said, total speculation and maybe a little insensitive, but I just don't know what else to make of this. Why else go through labor alone? Why dispose of everything the way that she did? Why carry on and go to class like normal the way that she did? I would believe the psychosis thing if she hadn't gone through the whole labor alone and tried to hide what was happening. I just can't think of any other speculation. I had also heard that she did not want to have a boy, so maybe that was it. I don't know. Tell me what you think down in the comments. What do you think about all of this? We will know more soon, especially once we learn the cause of death, and that will tell us so much more. But as for Laken, currently, she is silent and waiting in the comfort of her home with her parents, but hopefully she will speak out soon. Hopefully we will hear why she did this. The world deserves that, but more than that, her son deserves that. Again, if you care about keeping kids safe online and real life, I thank you for being here. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to support that mission. If you're worried about the world we're leaving to our children, I'm right there with you.